Chosen one. Stop scrolling for a moment. Take a deep breath. And listen carefully. Because what I am about to reveal is not for everyone. This message is for the person who has been carrying financial pressure in silence. The person who smiles in public but secretly wonders how everything is going to work out. The person who keeps praying, keeps believing, keeps showing up, while watching bills arrive faster than breakthroughs. If that is you, then hear me. Your financial story is about to change. But before you celebrate, before you assume I'm talking about money suddenly falling from the sky, before you misunderstand what I am about to say, you must understand something important. The greatest financial transformation does not begin in your bank account. It begins in your mind. It begins in your spirit. It begins in the way you see yourself. Because if I increase your resources without increasing your capacity, the blessing becomes a burden. And if I expand your income without expanding your wisdom, the breakthrough disappears as quickly as it arrives. That is why I have been working on you before I worked on your finances. Chosen one. Have you ever wondered why your journey has felt different? Why opportunities seem delayed? Why doors opened for others while you remained in waiting seasons? Why it felt like you were being prepared for something, but could never fully see it? There was a reason. You thought you were being denied, but you were being developed. You thought you were being overlooked, but you were being prepared. You thought heaven was silent, but heaven was building foundations. Because what I am about to place in your hands requires a stronger version of you than the one that started this journey. Listen carefully. Many people ask for abundance. Few people prepare for responsibility. Many people want increase. Few people develop the discipline to keep it. Many people pray for open doors. Few people become the person capable of walking through them. But you have been in a season of preparation. And preparation rarely feels exciting. Preparation feels like waiting. Preparation feels like hidden growth. Preparation feels like learning lessons nobody applauds. There were moments when you felt forgotten. Moments when you questioned whether your efforts mattered. Moments when you wondered if your prayers were reaching heaven at all. And yet, you kept moving. You kept believing. You kept trying. Even when results were slow. Even when progress felt invisible. Even when nobody understood what you were carrying. And heaven saw every bit of it. Every sacrifice. Every late night. Every difficult decision. Every moment you chose faith over fear. Every time you resisted the temptation to give up. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was ignored. Nothing escaped my attention. Because your next season requires the character that this season created. Let that sink in. The discipline. The patience. The resilience. The wisdom. The humility. These things were not delays. They were investments. Investments into the future version of you. The enemy wanted you to think your struggle was proof that you were failing. But what if it was proof that you were growing? What if the resistance was not evidence that you were moving in the wrong direction, but evidence that you were moving toward something valuable? Think about it. The enemy rarely wastes energy attacking people who have no impact. He targets potential. He attacks growth. He fights future influence. And one of his favorite strategies is financial discouragement. Because when people become discouraged financially, they often stop dreaming. They stop believing. They lower their expectations. They settle for survival when they were created for greater things. But I am calling you higher. I am calling you beyond survival. I am calling you beyond scarcity thinking. I am calling you beyond the belief that struggle is your permanent identity. Because it is not. You have spent enough time speaking the language of lack. Enough time saying, I'll never get ahead. Nothing ever changes. Maybe this is just my life. No matter what I do, it never works. Those words have carried too much influence. And today I am asking you to release them, because your future cannot fully grow while your mindset remains trapped in yesterday's disappointments. My child, your story is bigger than your current circumstances. Your future is greater than your present frustration, and your potential is larger than the limitations surrounding you right now. That does not mean everything will change overnight, but it does mean something has already started shifting, because every transformation begins with awareness. And today, you are becoming aware of something powerful. You are not stuck. You are not finished. You are not forgotten. You are in transition. There is a difference. A person who is stuck has no movement. The person in transition is moving toward something, even when they cannot yet see it. And that is where you are, in transition. Some opportunities are already moving toward you. Some connections are already forming. Some doors are already beginning to open. Some answers are already on their way. You just cannot see them yet. And that uncertainty has tested you, hasn't it? Not knowing when, not knowing how, not knowing where the breakthrough would come from. That uncertainty stretched your faith, but it also strengthened it, because faith is not believing after you see. Faith is believing before you see. And you have practiced that more than you realize. You have kept moving despite unanswered questions. You have kept building despite uncertainty. You have kept hoping despite disappointment. And that matters. Now hear me carefully. The next chapter of your financial story will not be built the same way the last chapter was. The old patterns are ending. The old limitations are ending. The old identity is ending. You are not the same person who started this journey. You know more. You see more. You understand more. You have grown. And growth changes what becomes possible, because opportunities are often attracted to preparation. Responsibility creates capacity, and capacity creates increase. That is why I have spent so much time strengthening your foundation. A building can only rise as high as the strength of what supports it. And I am building something that will last. Not something temporary. Not something fragile. Something sustainable. There will be moments in the coming season when doors open unexpectedly. Do not talk yourself out of them. There will be opportunities that seem larger than your comfort zone. Do not run from them. There will be ideas that challenge the limits you once accepted. Do not dismiss them. Because many breakthroughs arrive disguised as responsibility. Many blessings arrive disguised as opportunities. Many answers arrive disguised as action. You have been waiting for change. But change has also been waiting for you. Waiting for you to believe differently. Waiting for you to think differently. Waiting for you to step forward differently. My child, you are closer than you think. Closer than your fear tells you. Closer than your frustration suggests. Closer than your circumstances imply. And one day soon, you will look back on this season, not with bitterness, not with regret, but with gratitude, because you will finally understand why the process took as long as it did. You will finally understand why certain doors stayed closed. You will finally understand why some opportunities never worked out. You will finally understand why I was protecting you while preparing you. And when that day comes, you will realize that your financial story did not change because luck arrived. It changed because you became ready for what was next. So stop calling yourself stuck. Stop calling yourself unlucky. Stop calling yourself behind. Those labels do not belong to you anymore. Instead say, I am growing. I am preparing. I am learning. I am becoming. My story is changing. Because it is. Little by little. Decision by decision. Step by step. Day by day. Your story is changing. And before you leave, I want you to remember this. You are not defined by what you currently possess. You are defined by who you are becoming. Money can come and go. Opportunities can come and go. Seasons can come and go. But character remains. Wisdom remains. Faith remains. And those are the very things I have been building inside you. So walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with expectation. Walk forward knowing that your current chapter is not your final chapter. The waiting season is ending. The preparation season is producing fruit. And your financial story is about to change. If you receive this message, type, "My story is changing," and declare it with faith, because the next chapter begins with what you choose to believe today.